Welcome back, challengers, to the Arena of Valor Season 2 Valor Cup wildcard stage. My name is Vulcan, with me is Arctic, coming back from that really great game match 2, game 2.
Yeah, really great, really long game that we had there earlier, Vulcan. But of course, it's going to be a reset right here. Hopefully, Samurai Gamers, Halo, they got to rest up a bit because day isn't done for them just yet, only beginning as they head into our third match of the day, this time against Frostfire. So, Frostfire lost out during match 1, so looking to kind of equal out the scoreboard here.
And as for Frostfire, we did see their ridiculous performance in game 2 where it was such a stomp. So let's see, will we expect the same stomp in entering the match against Samurai Gamers Halo? We'll see as we move on to the drafting phase.
Yes, let's go straight to it. Samurai Gamers Halo looking to throw out their first ban here. Wondering what they'll be going for though. Taking quite a bit of time to think it over. Looks like it will be the Sentinel that they won't be letting through.
The Zennial ban coming from the blue side. Interesting. So they do force Frostfire. Yes, they will ban out the Superman. That's one of the trends we see in the blue side. They tend to control which to ban because sometimes we see Superman being an auto ban.
Yeah, and I mean, this time around, looks like Samurai Gamers Halo going to be going for the Killgraph, potentially giving it to Jito earlier. In all fairness, did pretty much show up and actually prevented a Superman from actually doing anything.
Because I think this will be interesting going into our match 3 with the Killgraph on the blue side. And as for SGH, looks like they are hovering on the Joker, but I think Arctic, we do see a trend where on the red side immediately goes for the Lubu and Malak. Valuable picks for the Frostfire team.
Okay, so meanwhile, looks like SGH gonna be sticking to the Joker from earlier. Okay, so Zephys as well was locked in, so I'm wondering what Jito will be working with here because he proved to be both efficient on the Killgraph as well as the Zephys. But meanwhile, coming in from Frostfire, the Murad as well as the Alice will be locked in. It was this very Murad that allowed him a win earlier during game 2 of match 1.
So let's see here. I mean, the question here is that for SGH, no surprise that they would go for the Chunk Nurse. Great pick because it's not yet taken away. Something of a remedy towards the Alice pick here on the rest of the Frostfire. But of course, one of the things that we always see is the L'Oreal, which is often a trade-off when it comes to another mage in the blue side, but we don't see it for now. They are trying their best to set things up for the Killgraph, picking up the Lumber.
Yeah, so looks like everything is locked in. Interesting shake-up with this Lumber though. Overall, I do like the defense once again that this does provide for the Joker as well. Gives them a little bit more control over team fights as well. So I guess it's only a matter of time here. Meanwhile, for Frostfire, I mean, it's a little bit more reminiscent of what they did see success in, not just during the match 1 earlier, but just their general one in their own Valor Cup in their country.
Man, when it comes to this match, Arctic, I think we should expect that it may be another long game, but could be a quick game because we know that Frostfire and Samurai Gamers Halo, they love to play around the snowball mechanic and they quickly end the game, just like we saw in match 1 of Frostfire. So I think I have high expectations for FF if they can go for a sweep finish. But for SGH, they are very careful. They know their risks, so they play it to their advantage.
Yeah, and of course, ladies and gents, for all of you that are watching, let us know, of course, in the comment section as to who you're rooting for, who you guys think will make our final 2 in the finals right here. Because after this round robin, unfortunately, it's going to be the end of the journey for one of these teams. But of course, all the more chances for the 2 that will proceed to the finals. So for Samurai Gamers, it's interesting because not only did they play our most dominating game in the wildcards for today through game 1, match 2, they also played our longest game during game 2 right afterwards.
2 birds with 1 stone. What a way to set your name on the record here. But Arctic, let's see how things will pan out in match 3. Maybe they can go for the shortest game here in our game 1.
I don't know if it's feasible though, because looking at the composition that Frostfire has here, they were able to get 2 power picks as far as damage output in the form of this Murad and the L'Oreal. Not to mention, to add much more further to that, the Malak as well as the Alice are pretty much prime picks as well. So I think they have a lot working for them here. I'm not sure if Samurai Gamers Halo will be able to pull off a stomp, but I guess time will tell in this game.
Let's see here, because for SGH, they are aware that they have the Killgraph, so maybe they will stall when it comes to the late game, as we saw in our first set of matches. But only time will tell when Frostfire will pull the trigger Looks like Relax going on to Alice. Will they commit on the tower? They know there is. Oh, what a great two-man stun to set things up for Daryl, but he could not clean up that fight. But maybe the Mirror can do something here as the first one at stake here, and RVP gets taken out by LCC2.
That's going to be the wrong turn right there for the Chognar, unfortunately. And yes, First Blood going to be taken by Frostfire. And you have to take note, it was Samurai Gamers Halo that was in the midst of that proactivity going into the jungle side of Frostfire. So fortunately, it's a failed attempt for them overall.
But overall for SGH, they did try their best to interrupt or delay it, but that only works when you don't give away a First Blood, right? I mean, it makes all their efforts useless and thrown out the window. But thankfully, the First Blood was not that of a big deal, but it's a Muret, so it's kind of hard to disregard the fact that this Muret, once it snowballs, it's going to be very difficult for SGH to come back, because we do see snowballing Muret do so well for Frostfire.
Yeah, look at Frostfire, so fluid on the rotations. It looks like Missile Dragon going to be taken by Samurai Gamers Halo. Will they manage to back away though? Looks like the Frostfire.
Low on health, they will just be happy with the Abyssal Dragon take. Won't go for much. They won't be greedy. They will not contest even the Sage Golem. So they will just back up to their base. I think it's a good trade.
Yeah, I'd say it's okay. I mean, they did lose out on the buff in the midst of that though. So kind of a small consolation here, and this is actually good for LCC2. Gonna deny those camps from Samurai Gamers Halo just to get a little bit of extra value amidst not being able to contest the dragon.
Man, for the dragon falling to the hands of SGH is a good thing, because for Frostfire, they were the ones who took away the First Blood, so no risk for the first Abyssal Dragon. Ooh. Wow, what a cleanup there. Looks like Relax without hesitation. I think they're wrapping up here, Arctic. I mean, we are just starting things out here, but the tower has been destroyed in the 3-minute mark.
Yeah, fluid rotation there coming in from Samurai Gamers Halo, being able to estimate that after the camp takes coming in from the rest of FF would have taken a while for anyone to have responded to the top side. So I like the numbers right there as far as how they've been rotating.
And now what I don't like about is the LCC2's slick move there with a turbulence, but in the end he did return back to his original position. SGH catches him on the spot.
Yes, and it looks like SGH, they're going to try to go for on the offense here. Going to go for this mid lane turret coming in from Frostfire. Really be able to take it though. That's still a pretty solid defense that FF put down, and there you go.
And that's going to be a dive happening under the tower, and the Joker is doing his best. We did see a poke damage coming in hot, but RPP in a tight spot again. Looks like the members of Frostfire, they did manage to defend them under the tower.
Oh, that was a bit of an overstep by Samurai Gamers Halo. I was actually kind of surprised that they allowed themselves to do that. Meanwhile, Jido not backing off right away, not realizing Free Fire.
Ooh. Oh my god. I don't think he saw around the map that for Frostfire, they were all over the place here. But now, looks like they will aim for the Abyssal Dragon. 2 for 4 kill score here. And it looks like the Lumber trying his best to just have a sneak peek of the inevitable take coming from Frostfire. This will be the first dragon going towards the red side.
Man, I don't know. Samurai Gamers Halo, they've been a bit uncharacteristic as of the recent movements that they've been making across the map.
Oh man, looks like this is a habit we're seeing here, Arctic, where we're seeing Frostfire and Samurai Gamers Halo doing an invade where they cannot even finish on good terms.
Yeah, I think the interesting theory here is that for Samurai Gamers Halo, we've been seeing these extends. They've been going for these. They've been pushing for all the proactivity. Has been successful towards the top side, but elsewhere not really as fruitful.
See all the aggressive invades here, but can they cash in the reward? As Daryl trying his best to cut Chognar off guard. Looks like the Mirror will do the work here as LCC2 will take down the Chognar.
Another wrong term coming in from RVP. So I don't know. SGH, they really need to start learning to pick their fights in these games, because there's a lot of these more instances where the proactivity has gotten them into trouble as opposed to
okay, slick move iframes. Great use of the iframes there from the Mura to get out the fight at the cost of the Joker's life plus the Lumber. That's pretty worth for Frostfire, as we are now looking at the members of Frostfire in the top lane. What a cleanup. 2 members immediately removed, but Najido aiming for LCC2. He did manage to walk away. Stun does connect onto RVP. What can Frostfire do? Because now they have control of the map. Abyssal Dragon spawning on 18 seconds.
Oh man, this is not looking good for SGH so far. Frostfire really starting to mount up a build up here. And you know, the interesting thing here is the reason why we're seeing FF having such a lead, it's actually much more of them being able to capitalize on what mistakes SGH has been making amidst their proactivity during the past few minutes. And we'll just have to see how this will go. It looks like Jito back up in the bot lane, trying to get a shove in on contending with 7.
I think the fact that when the mistakes are made, we're seeing both teams making some aggressive moves, but in the long run, we are seeing that Frostfire, they are the ones that are coming out on top here with a slight 2k gold lead. Not too much for, I would say, SGH to catch up here, but now they're trying their best to push it harder in the top lane as we are seeing 4 members eyeing this tower. Oh, Joker going in for the cannon laughter, does not do that much damage, but at least knows that they can try something here in the top side. What's this? Oh, KC. Just hiding in a brush. Not some active action happening here in the map, but we are seeing movements in the mid lane.
Oh, let's see. For Frostfire, looks like they're trying to get a few shove-ins in on here. SGH, they will manage to catch out a target from FF though.
Okay, he did try to cut him off with that ultimate there, but for this Lupu, he could not survive in the end. That's going to be the Lumber taking him down. Okay, he saw the shield, chasing down the Alice. The Mirror cannot engage. There was the heal, slight heal for the teams of SGH, 3 members. But for Frostfire, they're just taking away free kills one after another. But same goes for SGH.
Ooh, meanwhile, let's see what's going on here because 7 still keeping up in terms of maintaining bot lane just so that Jito couldn't get a shove in on there. And it looks like Jito not having the best time here either. Now 0 into on this kill up, taking quite a bit of a while before he could get some amping up here.
Okay, looks like SGH. I mean, kill score is 48. Not much is happening here because of the fact that we know that SGH, they like to play. Okay, looks like LCC2 made a mistake. They're going over the wall to go for the Joker, but gets killed by the cannon laughter. And now Muret is gone. They can go for a possible engage, but sadly, the Lumber's max rage did not connect onto the Alice.
We have 7 kind of lingering there in the brush, looking for an opportunity. Looks like we'll actually catch up Kitson J Ray there.
He did catch the Joker, but he cannot finish up the fight here as the members of SGH are too focused onto the Alice duo right there on the blue side. They're forcing out RVP, but they're not going anywhere. They were too busy with the Loria Frick.
Caught in the midst of it. Will actually surprisingly make it out safely, but yeah, SGH, they really need to start calculating these overextends here. At least, okay, Kit's actually getting the kill onto LCC2 there.
What a neat pickup though. I don't know what happened there, but it looks like it's something that SGH will take, but I think the previous score was 4-8. Now it's 6-9. We are seeing somehow trade-offs in kills. As for SGH, they are the ones in control of the slight lead in tower. And right now in the Abyssal Dragon area, 7 going in for the possible steal. Can he go for it? And yes, he does! He steals the 3rd Abyssal Dragon of the game!
Man, oh man, at least that is something that Frostfire is really starting to build up. I don't know, SGH, this is like uncharacteristic of what we've seen from match 2. I don't know if they're getting worn out or just the decision making in general hasn't been working well for them. Both going well, and that's going to be a little bit diving in. RVP going to try to balance things out, but those are they really dish out the optimal damage there. Here comes the rest of FF.
Oh my god, I got a good connect, but I don't think they have enough damage to continue the fight. Lumber and the Jungler are both support, so they can't do anything here with the onslaught of 3 members just continuously dishing out damage. Oh, what an upset there that happened in the blue side of SGH. But meanwhile, Kilgore looks like Jito again trying to make a name for himself. Goes for 1 kill. Can he go for the double? No, he lets the Alice survive for now. He noticed the Daryl and LCC2 going on him. Okay, double, make it a triple. He still can survive. He can go for something here, but the Murat will shut him down with his own ultimate streak. That's going to be a Leipzig kill score. It's 8-13. I don't think when it comes to Frostfire, they have to be aware of Judo's gameplays.
RVP meanwhile making a kick for this mid lane. This is the tricky part right here. Okay, so L'Oreal and Murat going to start making their way now. I think this is the SGH really struggling as far as trying to get more turrets, more objectives across this map. And Frostfire, in the midst of that, because SGH is trying to go for these attempts, Frostfire immediately has these opportunities where they eventually catch them out here. And that's going to be Daryl.
What's happening there for Daryl, he does overstep here, trying to go for the Joker. He kind of tunnel vision there, letting his team on as Frostfire immediately engages there with the Malak ultimate. And now the Loria will take down the Joker. Possibly the Joker would be next. Max range, he does flicker away, so Daryl will not have his triple.
Oof. Frostfire, they're going to be getting quite the value off of this. Lots of kits. I'm not sure what he was doing there.
He kind of oversteps there as that's going to be an easy pickup for Frostfire. Are they going for the finish here as the core has been exposed? Only, oh god, realize there's the only one remaining as for SGH. Looks like they're trying their best here, but the kill growth is in the other side of the map, trying his best to stall. But now, can he go just in time to defend the core? They respond there, low on health, Kilgore can he do something here? Will a max range knockup happen? But in the end, no! Frostfire will just end the game, taking down the core.
Man, oh man, what a game. Frostfire going to be taking that game 1 right there. Well played. Again, like I've been mentioning, SGH a little bit uncharacteristic in this game, but Frostfire very fluid as far as how they managed to play that out. It's just that at the same time, SGH, there was quite a lot of these. I commend the proactivity. It's just that with that proactivity, you at least have to make sure that what plays you make, eventually you try to get value out of. But instead of value, it's way the opposite. And that's why Frostfire was able to continuously build up. If anything, SGH allowed it to happen to themselves. So heading into the next game, I'm wondering if they could make a few adjustments here and there, because I felt like there was so many ways they could have played that out better. But Frostfire clearly a better team in that game 1.
Not just that for SGH, they've made so much mistakes. So many mistakes, the countless mistakes that it's kind of obvious to point out.
Can't even count anymore.
Can't even count anymore. But now for Frostfire, at least they have the momentum entering our match 3.
Yeah.
So let's see what happened in game 2. But as of now for our match, rather game 1, on to for our third match, things for SGH, I wonder what happened there. I mean, I think they were too tunnel on the Kilgore split pushing to offer some more pressure. But for Frostfire, they don't care about that. They just went straight mid and ended the game there.
Ooh, I don't know, man. Hopefully, heading into the second game, SGH can kind of pull it together, because this is not really the time of day to start faltering, especially in a very crucial best of 3, because if this ends up in a triple tie, it would really come down to the finer things right there. But let's go ahead and check out these stats right here. LCC2, impressive damage along with Daryl as well. FF really performed, in all fairness, very reminiscent in a way of their game during match 1, game 2. But then again, it's just mostly SGH. It was less of Frostfire needing to seek opportunities, but just SGH committing so many mistakes in that game that allowed Frostfire, like, as soon as they catch out a member, capitalize on that and just go for what we see in the standings right now.
Looks like kills, it ended with a 9-17, and yeah, I gotta hand it to Frostfire. They did their best to capitalize on the mistakes of SGH, the smallest ones. I mean, you can nitpick whatever SGH did, but you have to highlight Frostfire for trying their best to pick off those mistakes, especially the fact that they know that they had the advantage here in our game 1. But let's see, the MVP of the game would be Daryl.
No surprise right there. I mean, the L'Oreal pretty much shown for itself. Most damage, almost most damage. Heavy team fight right there at 82.4%. Not even a single death concurred. Just was a very slippery target. Very textbook of how a L'Oreal should be played, I'd say, from Frostfire. So pretty good demonstration overall.
And I just love how for the L'Oreal, despite the extended team fights, we did see those skill shots. I mean, the damage, the AoE damage was just more than enough for Frostfire to clean up that team fight. So Daryl, congrats on the MVP of the match, but let's see, can Frostfire go for the end here as we are approaching our game 2? Match point for SGH.
Yeah.